Alright guys, welcome back to another Formless Digital video. So on last night we had a class session on how to do top-down analysis from how to work away from higher time frame to lower time frame. And this is something that in my Discord group that a lot of people been, I know has been asking about. So I said, okay, why not be perfect? So today's video is going to be about how to do top-down analysis using smart money concepts. So the first thing you want to do, I always tell my people in Discord group, always go to the monthly, weekly, and daily. That's gonna be the first thing with a monthly time frame. The monthly time frame is something that I'm gonna always look at because from monthly, week, and daily, this is gonna be our overall direction of how we know where price is going to. So I always say do monthly first. So and all this stuff is do nothing but framework. That's it. We do our trade setups based off of liquidity. We're trying to see where the bank's going to. If you know what banks do, they go for where the most liquidity at. And where's the most liquidity at is where it's stop losses, pending orders, where there's a range of a liquidity pool where there's price in the same range. So banks always go to where liquidity at. So therefore, we always do our stop loss based off the volume of the candle and the high of the candle. So when doing our analysis, which is our framework, right? Your framework should be done first. We're looking for clean highs and clean lows that has not been taken out. Clearly, this chart is already marked since I already done this on last night class session for people. So I'm just going to briefly go over it. This is really for my people who missed some of the session, who wasn't able to come. So I'm just really recording for y'all. I'm putting on YouTube for anyone who's just trying to learn and get better as well. So let's get into it. So as you see, we have on the monthly time frame, and this is Ethereum, by the way. This is Ethereum. So the monthly time frame, we have a high and low down here. Why? Because these are clean highs and a liquidity pool down here that has not been taken out yet. So therefore, I want to mark this, and this is my overall. The reason why this is very important is because this is going to give you your overall range of what you're looking at. So as you see I know since this is the start of the move in price going up to coming down, I know from here to here is my main range. And the whole point of doing this framework is because it's going to give you a general idea of how to set your trades set up and what has not been taken out. So my next step is I'm going to continue to look right here. I know, okay, hey, this is a high right here that has not been taken out. This is a high. This is a low right here. And this is a low that has not been taken out. So the red is the overall range I'm looking at. So then I go down to the weekly and I'm going to do the exact same thing, which everything, like I said, everything's already marked. So this is really just a quick brief. So we look at this and then same thing. So whenever you look at the higher time frame, you should be able to go to the lower time frame and see the exact same thing of what you saw on the higher time frame. So as y'all can see, we're on the weekly now, and as y'all can see, it's the exact same thing of what we saw on the monthly. We have the high, and let's kind of zoom out a little bit. We have the high, and then we have our overall low, the overall range. So now you can see a little bit more clearly, right? Then we can zoom in a little bit more. We can clearly see, okay, here's that same low, internal low and internal high right here. So now we kind of set up a range. So now we know, okay, hey, just from looking at this, we know overall on the monthly price been going down, right? Now on a weekly, we can see that price has came down, and right now it is mitigating off this last down candle where price had went to, right? So price then came up, came down, and then came up right here. So right now price is kind of just in this range. So right here. So therefore, this is how you're gonna do your framework. So like I said, we're doing everything. So if we looking at the next order flow, right? Based on this right here, the fact that price then came all the way down, right? Just it took this high out. The fact that it took this high out, right? So this is what I'm looking at. And this is how you do analysis. Okay, I see that. Okay, hey, that right here, this high got to get. Remember, this is a weekly. So right here, if we look right here, let's zoom in on this right here. Let's kind of focus on this. We see that right here, that this high right here was taken out right here. So therefore, I know the next order flow is for price to continue to go down because why? is because of the fact that we have these imbalances that has to get filled. Now, does that mean it's gonna just drop down right away? No, 'cause if that's the case, everybody be rich. It's gonna always be some manipulation within the process of price doing that. And price don't have to take this out here. Price can just take the volume out of this. That's it, and continue to go up. So this is exactly how I do mine. And I'm gonna always have at least two different approaches of how I look at things. That's okay to have two different approaches how you look at things. So then we go down to the daily. Now the daily, of course, the monthly and weekly is something that take a little bit more time to play out. So on the daily, right, this is something you're gonna look at every day. The daily is gonna help you prevent you from being manipulated on the lower time frames. So when I look at a daily, right, I see that, okay, hey, that this high just got taken out right here, and price is now coming down. So therefore, just from here, I know from here to here is my overall range. So therefore, when I look at this, I'm like, okay, hey, I know just based on this overall range, I know the next order flow is for price to be coming down to fulfill this. Now it might want to go up, like I said, it doesn't mean it's gonna go down right away, because there always gonna be some manipulation. Like right now, price is mitigating off this level right here. Like if I put a line here, which is already is, if you look at this last down candle right here, there's a last down candle, and price gonna always go back to the last down candle. Whenever right here where it's mitigating right here, where it once got broke out before. So right now price is mitigating off this level right here, where price kind of reacted off this level and it's coming down. So when I look at this, I'm like, okay, hey, I see price, right, been coming down, right, and I see that price it reacted off this level, and I'm also looking at the fact that price has been coming down, so it's mitigating off of this previous low right here, because price been coming down, made a fail high of this, and it came down again, and now it's mitigating off this last up candle right here. So whenever price is going down, it's gonna always mitigate off the last up candle that it broke out of. So therefore, price is mitigating off this up candle right here. So therefore, I'm gonna anticipate for price to continue to go down. Like I said, does it mean it's gonna necessarily go down right away? No, but that's my expectation for price to continue to go down. Then we go to the So therefore, now I know, okay, hey, if the daily is going down, right, then I know I'm only gonna look for sell setups on a lower time frame. And what I'm gonna look at, I'm gonna be looking at the daily, the 4 hour, and the hour, and the 5 minutes. So let's say if I find a setup on a daily, right, then I might go down to the hour or the 5 minute and try to find an entry. And like I said, if y'all watch my previous videos, or if you're in a Discord, you already know that whenever a high or low get taken out, our two main setups that we're looking for, which is an order block or a mitigation setup. That's it. We wait for point A to happen. Once point A happen, wait for point B to happen. When point B happen, wait for C, and C is our entry. It's that simple. I think sometimes people just overdo it. So let's say, like, if you don't understand mitigating, right? Let's say after this, right? This high got taken out, right? And you're looking for a trade setup, right? And then price took out the low of this up candle. It didn't really give you an entry here, but once it got taken out, right, price came back mitigate here, so you had an entry here. So then if you want to add on to this trade, you just look for mitigation for the mitigate back to like it did here. So then we go to the next one is the hour. So this is actually a setup that we recently talked about yesterday. I should have recorded before it even happened, but this is a setup that we were talking about yesterday. So we had a live a live class session, right? And I was looking at this right here. If you notice, I got a goal set up, because this is what one of my students, what they was looking at. So I'm gonna tell you what my approach was, and I don't mind being wrong, but I'm gonna tell you what my approach was. So my approach was this: I was looking at for price, because I'm looking at the fact that, okay, hey, that this high just got taken out right here, and then we have price create this huge range. So I'm looking at for price to react off this level, which is why I had this right here. I was looking at for price to react off this level, which it did, and continue to go down. But instead of when it reacted off this level, it continued to go up. Now, obviously, when I seen that next candle, I know it was going to continue to go up. And then I had one of my students, he was looking at it from this approach, which is why I always tell people, hey, we can all look at these pairs together, because you just never know who can help each other out, right? he was looking at it from this approach where the fact that, okay, we had this high right here taken out. We had this high taken out right here, right? And then price came down, right? So therefore, he was looking at for price to come back to this area. And see, the reason why I look at it, I'm like, okay, well, price have already reacted off this level based off this area right here and came down already. But like I told him before, it doesn't mean, I know from experience that sometimes that when price does this, when it's already react off of a certain level, it sometimes it don't go back to that level. Not always, but sometimes it do go back to the level like it did here. So his expectation was for price to, once that came down, his expectation was for price to take out the high of this and tap back into this area and come down. So and he was correct. Like I told him, like I told y'all, like I'm never gonna tell nobody that they're wrong on their analysis, because his ideal, how he was seeing, was right. And I told him, I'm like, that could happen, because even though it already reacted here, it doesn't mean it can react twice. It actually reacted 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. For those who understand how we trade our setups. So therefore, that was a good trade setup. So therefore, now what we're looking at, okay, the next order flow is for, because price is reacting off this level, and this is becoming a very strong resistance, right? We're looking for the next order flow for price to continue to, like we said, because the daily is in a sell position. We're looking for price to continue to go down and take this low out. Doesn't mean it might not be no buy opportunity. No, it doesn't mean like here. Let's say we're looking for sell sets only. Well, we had a buy opportunity here. So it doesn't mean you can't buy, but I just know I try to build structure within our trading system. And I always say, unless you very well experienced and you know how to trade against the direction, I try to tell people, if the higher time frame say we going for a sell, then on lower time frame, look for sell setups. That's it. So, and I just want to say, and that's how we do analysis, and when we was looking at this, I was looking at this as well, right? So for example, like here, like I told y'all might find a setup on an hour time frame. It doesn't necessarily mean, because some people like, okay, well, where do I put my entries at? Well, look, you don't want to mirror one specific time frame. If you see an entry if you see a setup on a daily that play out, sometimes you might not need to go to a low time. Sometimes you might find your entry on a daily, but sometimes you might be able to find a setup on a daily, and you might find a setup on a 4 hour, and you might find a setup on an hour. Sometimes you might find a setup on an hour, and you might be able to stick, like for example here. This high got taken out right here. This is what we call our a bearish order block setup. A high got taken out right here, and then we wait for the low of this to get taken out. Your entry would have been right here. So after the high of this got taken out, and then the low of this up counter right here got taken out, then your entry would have been right here. And it actually tap in twice. That's your entry. So as you see, you found a setup on an hour, but guess what? You don't have to go to the 5 minute. Why go to the 5 minute when you already found you a perfect entry already? So, but there are times where you can go to the 5 minute, and you might find a mitigation somewhere within this, if it is there. If not, then just stick on the hour and put your entry on the hour, if that makes sense to y'all. So also, if you're getting value in this content, make sure that you like the videos, you subscribe to the video, and you share it to other people, because like I said, everything I do is free. We have a Discord group full of people who are very well good at trading, who take trading serious, and we all got the same goal. We're trying to be profitable every single month. So if there's something you want to be part of this friendly Discord group, then join from as usual. I will have the description below. Anyways, back to the video. So I just want to go over this a little bit, because this is something that we had to talk about, and I'm not ashamed, because I when he mentioned it, I know, okay, hey, it's still a potential that it could tap into this area, because I'm looking at the fact that price has already reacted off of this level already before. So using when something already react off it, sometimes it don't go back to it, especially when this candle right here had came straight down. I'm looking for price to tap back into it, like I told y'all, and continue to go down. But instead, when it tap back into it and reacted and closed here, it continued to go up, which is cool. That's fine. That's just manipulation at its peers. That's why we always go. But one thing I want y'all to notice, every time a high got taken out, this is a previous high. Every time a high got taken out, what it did, it react off of it. It went down. What happened? It came back up, took the volume out, and it took the high out, took the volume out, and then it came down. That's why I always say we wait for either the high or the low to be taken out. I mean, the high or the low or the volume. When I say the volume, I'm talking about the body of the candle. Because sometimes price don't have to take the high or the low out. Sometimes they just take the body of the candle out, and that's it, and react off of that. So just remember, y'all, whenever Your high or low get taken out, or the body of the candle. We look for our three main setups: our order block, our void, and our mitigation. If you don't know how to trade them three setups, you might need to go back and watch my videos and also join my Discord group, because we're giving out free gems. And also I will be trading more live soon on YouTube for everybody to see me trading lives and everything. I used to do it heavy, but I might get back heavy on trading live for everybody, because like I said, this is a serious Discord group. Everybody is all about learning and getting better. As in, the goal is to do this full time and like I said, be profitable every month. Then after you, and also I want y'all to know, when y'all do y'all analysis on the hour, wherever you mark on the hour, you keep on the hour. So like, for example, like I said, if I zoom out, I can see and tell what happened, what's going on from the higher time frame, right? If I go back to the daily, right? Let's go to the daily. I have everything so marked well, right? I can see everything that happened from this. This is the whole entire set from the monthly. So this is why it's important to do framework, because you're able to see what's going on. Like, this is that range we're talking about, that whole entire range from the monthly. Everything we can see from the monthly, what we saw on the monthly to the weekly, we can see on the daily, and I can see even on the hour. You have to they got a saying it's a certain time frame you put a trade. No, you want to be able to see whatever you see on the higher time frame, you want to be able to see on a lower time frame. And just to kind of speak on a little bit of psychology, I just want to tell y'all this, that you don't have to trade every day. Don't be pressuring yourself to trade every single day. One good setup will get you about 2 or 3 good trades. Just be patient and wait for your trade. Alone that y'all doing, because I fight psychology is not talked about enough. Alone y'all are, have proper risk management and proper lot sizes, then y'all will be profitable. Just be patient. Be patient and wait for the setup to form. You will get a setup. Like, for example, here. When it's high, I had this mark right here, right? Because I want to show people this setup that we saw right here. This is the setup, right, that we saw right here on that I was talking about during the session, of what I mean by, I found this on I believe the weekly. And what we're looking at, let's go to it real quick, and it's gonna be the last part of the video, and I'll show you a few other things. Okay, no, it was the 4 hour then. So go to the 4 hour right here. So this is something we saw on the 4 hour right here. I was trying to explain to people how, like, you can find a step on a higher time frame, and this is how you do it. You have this right here. Remember, because this is the high I got taken out. This high got taken out right here, and then it closed below. Whenever a high get taken out and you see a candle like this, it is guaranteed. I promise y'all, this is guaranteed going down. Vice versa. If a low get taken out, you see a candle like this, it's guaranteed going up. Especially when because that's a key point of interest. So whenever you see that, right, then I told people, okay, look, this is how you would do this. You can go to the hour, right? Because that was a setup we saw on the 4 hour. This is that same setup. That high got taken out, and then what? We had an order block entry, just like that. Does the same setup we saw on the 4 hour. So I just want to go over that with y'all. So other than that, if y'all got value on this, for those who missed the session, this is a short version of it. Y'all make sure y'all join our live class session, our live Q&A sessions, and our live trade set that we're gonna be having soon. Because these live sessions are very important, and it's good for everyone who's trying to learn or trying to get better to join. And these sessions be like 2 hours long. Like, we go in depth with this stuff for people who really serious about trading and learn about ICT. So I want to go over a psychology. I'm sharing my Discord real quick. I want to go over real quick before I go. I want y'all to see this. This is something that some notes that I had made for the Discord group right here. And it goes like this. And this is something that every trader should take in mind when trading. Where is that? Right here. Rules. This is something that I made for my Discord group. Rules for a trading mindset. Accept you will be wrong. That's number 1. Number 2, don't worry about the results of every trade. Focus on the process. Number 3, don't dictate your previous trade for your next trade. Why? Because if you lose a trade, that create revenge trading. If you win a trade, then you get too excited and you think you can use a bigger lot size. 4, if you lose a trade, it's okay. Just figure out what you did wrong. If you win a trade, don't get excited. Always look how you can do better. 5, stop caring. Just trade. The more you stop worrying, the better. 6, follow your trading plan and have a proper risk management. So that's Formless Digital. That's something I came with my Discord group for people. Because I think, like I said, that is not talked about enough. I feel like if y'all talk about, if y'all really focus on this, because every trading strategy works to a certain extent. So if y'all just focus on the psychology, I promise y'all will get a whole lot better and stop worrying. Other than that, if you really love this video and enjoy the value of this content, make sure you like, subscribe, share to anyone, and comment as well below, because it look good for the algorithm on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all for the ones who've been supporting me and watching these videos. Make sure y'all join the live sessions to be able to get more details. Cause like I said, we go very well details on this stuff. And everything I do is free. So you know what? If you're serious and you want to be part of this community, then join. Other than that, peace. Have a great weekend.